In the views of Cresswell and Cresswell, 2018, educational research is a systematic endeavor aimed at understanding and enhancing educational practices, policies, and outcomes. The methodology employed in such research varies depending on the research question, context, and theoretical framework, but it generally comprises several interconnected components. This video explores these key methodologies, emphasizing their roles in generating credible and impactful insights. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of methods of educational research. I am Abdul Wali and you are watching Apex Excello Academy. Research design serves as the foundational blueprint for any study. According to Cresswell, 2014, it encompasses the plan and structure of the research project, including the methods and procedures for data collection and analysis. Similarly, Babby, 2013, defines it as the overall strategy guiding the research process, while Kurlinger and Lee, 2000, emphasize its role in establishing a logical sequence to answer research questions. Research designs are broadly categorized into three types that include quantitative research, qualitative research, and mixed method research. Now let's explain each category one by one. Quantitative research. Quantitative research focuses on numerical data analysis. This approach identifies patterns, relationships, and causal effects. Quantitative research uses numerical data to measure variables, test hypotheses, and identify patterns through statistical analysis. Cresswell, 2014. A survey measuring the correlation between sleep duration and academic performance in college students. This method emphasizes objectivity, replicability, and generalizability, often employing structured tools like questionnaires or experiments. Babby, 2016. The example could be a randomized controlled trial testing the efficacy of a new drug on blood pressure levels. Punch, 2013, presents another insight on quantitative research, arguing that quantitative research quantifies problems by transforming data into statistics to explain phenomena. Punch, 2013. We may give example that analyzing census data to determine demographic trends in urban versus rural population growth. Common quantitative designs include as follows: experimental designs. This design, according to Campbell and Stanley, 1963, utilizes randomized controlled trials, RCTs, with participant groups assigned to different conditions. Quasi-experimental designs, QED, according to Shadish et al., 2002, QED lacks random assignment but retains structured comparisons. Descriptive studies, in view of Frankel et al., 2019, descriptive studies employ surveys or observational methods to describe population characteristics. Qualitative research. This approach explores human experiences through non-numerical data. According to Cresswell and Poth, 2018, qualitative research seeks to explore and understand social phenomena through non-numerical data, emphasizing context, meaning, and human experience. It often employs methods like interviews, observations, or textual analysis. Some examples of qualitative study include a study exploring patients' lived experiences of chronic illness through in-depth interviews. Another definition for qualitative study is forwarded by Denzin and Lincoln, 2018, who argue that qualitative research is interpretive and naturalistic, focusing on how individuals construct reality within their social worlds. It prioritizes depth over breadth. For instance, ethnographic fieldwork observing classroom interactions to understand cultural dynamics in education. Lastly, according to Merriam and Tisdall, 2016, qualitative approach investigates why or how questions, generating rich, descriptive insights rather than generalizable conclusions. Example could be a case study analyzing organizational leadership challenges during a company merger using focus groups. Some qualitative methods include as follow: interviews. According to Merriam and Tisdall, 2016, qualitative interviews are in-depth conversations to gather participant perspectives. Focus groups discussions. FGD facilitates group discussions to uncover shared viewpoints, as said by Kruger and Casey, 2015. Case studies. Case studies, according to Ian, 2018, examines a single case within its real-world context. Mixed methods research. Researchers such as Cresswell and Plano-Clark, 2017, argue that mixed method integrates quantitative and qualitative approaches for a holistic understanding. For example, a study on educational outcomes uses test scores, quantitative, and student interviews, qualitative, to assess program effectiveness. Similarly, according to Johnson et al. 2007, mixed method combines data collection, analysis, and interpretation from both paradigms to triangulate findings and address complex questions. Example could be evaluating a public health intervention by analyzing survey results, quantitative, and community feedback sessions, qualitative. In the views of Tashikori and Tedlai, 2010, mixed methods involve the intentional blending of methods to leverage the strengths of both qualitative and quantitative designs. We may give example of a workplace study using employee productivity metrics, quantitative, and narrative diaries, qualitative, to explore job satisfaction. Following the selection of an appropriate research design, researchers must address sampling strategies to ensure representative data. Sampling according to Cohen, Manion, and Morrison, 2018, sampling is the process of selecting a representative subset of the population from which characteristics of the broader group can be inferred. Similarly, Bryman, 2016, defines sampling as a technique to draw a portion of a population systematically to make generalizations about the entire group. Sampling determines the subset of participants from the target population. As Cohen et al. 2018 note, sampling is critical to ensuring the validity and generalizability of findings. In quantitative research, sampling methods are structured to enhance representativeness and reduce bias. Key approaches include 1. Random sampling. In random sampling, every individual in the population has an equal probability of being selected, ensuring minimal bias. For example, a researcher studying voter preferences might assign unique numbers to all registered voters in a district and use a random number generator to pick participants. Bryman, 2016. Stratified sampling. In stratified sampling, the population is divided into homogeneous subgroups, strata, and participants are proportionally selected from each stratum. For instance, a study on employee satisfaction might stratify a company's workforce by department, e. marketing, engineering, HR, and randomly sample employees from each category to ensure all groups are represented. Tedlai and U. 2007. Convenience sampling. This method selects participants based on accessibility rather than randomness. For example, a psychologist conducting a quick survey on stress levels might collect data from students in their university campus, risking underrepresentation of non-student populations. Ettikin et al. 2016. After securing a sample, researchers prioritize ethical protocols, such as informed consent and confidentiality, and systematic data collection tools to ensure reliability. This brings me to the end of today's video. If you found this video informative and interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I thank you for watching this video.